get started. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Just wanted to start the lesson today just with a check-in. How are you guys feeling today? You can use a number or you can use a word just to describe how you're feeling. Yeah, I was literally, Miriam, I was typing the exact same thing. As soon as my allergies start acting up, it makes me feel more tired. So I see a lot of threes. Tired. I see 3 or 2. Hungry. Aw, grab a snack or something, or a piece of fruit. I need a coffee. Awesome. Thanks for sharing how you guys are feeling today. If there's anything else new or that you'd like to share with the class, you could just drop it in the chat. I hope you guys are overall doing pretty well. I see that we're feeling neutral, which is, that's fine. That's okay. I realize I still have a hidden Mickey on this slide too. All right, you guys. So just to get started, something a little bit fun. I wanted to do a little warm up / I guess you could say it's kind of like a icebreaker type of thing. I don't know what to call it. Just like a little brain warm up for fun. Just this video, it has some different optical illusions just to kind of get you guys engaged and woken up before we get started with some drawing, because when we're drawing, we have to use a certain part of our brain and it's hard if we feel tired. So let's do something in between to kind of buffer it out. So when I play the video, just let you guys know there's like one part of the video that might affect your vision a little bit. So it'll go away if you're a person who gets like motion sickness, you don't have to participate in that one, or you can look away as well. And I'll give you a heads up when that happens. It's just like a short video. Oops, one sec, you guys.
This rhythm is tricky. This rhythm is tricky.
Okay, so if you do get motion sickness, you don't have to do this one, but it's you just stare at it. All right, you guys. How's your brain feeling now? That was a wild
for the last one.
Yeah.
Like it moves like my screen.
Oh, your screen. Yeah. I looked at my hand and it was like, whoa, it's like working.
Yeah, it was morphing or something. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know how to explain it.
That's crazy. I actually have another one that I do in person where it's just that one, and like you look at it for like a minute, and then um when you look away, it like stays. It stays for a while. Like that one was pretty short, so it went away after a few seconds. But like the one that I do in class, it lasts for like 30 seconds. I was like, whoa.
I'm gonna go back in person.
Well, that's okay if you're still tired. I'm still tired too. So, um we're going to do a little bit of a do now. I just have a question for you guys. You can answer by responding in the chat, and please participate. I'd like to see everybody write a short response in the chat or unmute themselves by discussing. So what is the hardest thing to draw in your opinion, and why? So what is
A character, anime character from Goku. I just can't I can't draw none of them. Like from Dragon Ball Z, I can't draw none of them. I don't know. I mess up their hair and their face and everything. I don't know.
Wait, but didn't you do one for our anime project?
That wasn't me.
Oh, that wasn't you. What did you do, Furman?
I drew that Disney thing.
Oh, okay. That was good though. That was really great.
It was alright. It could have been better if I would have had a pencil.
Darnell did, and I think Jefferson did too. No, Jefferson.
Wait, which project?
The anime one. Didn't you guys both? Didn't you do Goku? I feel like a few people did Goku.
I did one from anime called Visual Demon.
Oh, okay. Darnell said he did too. So Adam said it was the most difficult thing is drawing real people. Andrew said, oh, you did the optical illusion project. Okay. What else, you guys? What's the most difficult bodies? Okay. What's the most difficult things to draw? So
I mean, yeah, I would say like things like that, or try to draw like perfect like edges or like perfect like curves.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
So
try to get the angle of it like just right.
yeah, so like just in general, like controlling the angles you're doing with your pencil, your drawing tool.
I cannot draw hair.
Hair, yeah, hair is really hard.
Yeah,
that's a really good one. Yeah, that's actually a really good one. I should do a drawing. I should do something with that where we try to do hair. That would be really cool. I like that idea actually, because that's a really hard thing to do. And Junior said, draw a realistic animal like a dog or a cat. Yeah, that's challenging. Anything realistic can be very challenging. So I'll let a few more people share, and I'll go to the next slide just to save some time. But if you haven't shared yet, please drop it in the chat. So our daily objectives today, can I have somebody read these for us?
I'll gladly read it.
Perfect.
It says daily objectives. Students will learn and utilize a drawing strategy used by artists to succeed with challenging drawing tasks. Students will create a mystery drawing.
Awesome. So even like I know some of you guys say like, oh, it's really hard to draw, or like the things that you said are hard to draw or that are challenging for yourself. Those things are not necessarily easy for artists too. So the thing that's different with artists is they have a lot of different strategies and they have a lot of time to practice. So that's something we're going to do today. We're going to use a strategy that artists use to draw things that are challenging, and this is something you can apply to anything that you'd like to learn how to draw. And we're going to start discussing, like, there's a lot of different strategies as well, but we'll just go over one today, and then we're actually going to be drawing together too. So I mentioned this at the beginning. If you guys don't have a pencil and a paper prepared, please prepare it for the lesson today. We're going to be drawing together. And for the paper that you need, you just need like a piece of loose leaf paper. You could use a copy paper, that's preferred. If you don't have a copy paper, like a lined piece of loose leaf is also fine. Okay, so we're gonna get started now. So the first step that you guys have to do is fold your paper in half, and I'm gonna turn on my camera just so everybody knows what we have to do. So we get our paper and we fold it in half this way, okay? So paper, fold it in half this way. So we're not folding this way, we're folding this way, okay? And then when we fold it, we're just gonna do a little crease and fold it in half. Okay. And now what we're going to do to get, because we want 3 lines of creases on it, we're just gonna fold it in half again, like this. Okay. And then when we unfold it, we end up with this, a paper that is divided into 4 sections evenly. Yeah, so use like a piece of loose leaf.
All right, I have my copy paper.
Yeah, you can use a copy paper. You can use a loose leaf paper that has lines on it, just like a regular paper.
Wait, so I could use anything with lines on it?
Yeah, that's fine. Or you can tear, if you don't have anything, if you don't have loose leaf, just tear it out of a book. Like
Are we gonna need a pen to write on this something?
yeah, a pencil.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's okay if you just have the sketchbook. You could just take a page out, but you will need to divide it in 4 sections, even sections. So if you don't remove it by folding it, they might not be the same size. Okay, what time is it? Okay, you guys, I'm gonna keep going just for the sake of time. Because I know we have a time limit. You guys have your other classes. So today we are going to do a mystery drawing. So I'm going to show you how this works. So since we divided our paper into 4 sections, I'm going to show you 4 sections at a time, or 1 section at a time. So do you guys see how on this paper it's numbered? I'm just going to number mine too. So the top section is 1, second section is 2, third, and fourth. So you guys see the red numbers? I'm actually going to number my sections just like this. Somebody message in the chat. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, and like I said, you guys, if you haven't yet, just you could take a page out of your sketchbook, or if you don't want to do that, you just have to divide your page into 4 even sections, 4 even rectangles. They all have to be the same size. So then what we do is I'm going to show you guys an image, but I'm breaking it into 4 parts. So you're not going to see the entire picture. And what this allows you to do is this helps you focus in on one small section at a time. So we're going to see, you're not going to know what you're drawing. It's a mystery. And I'm challenging you guys to not identify what it's drawing. So your brain might try to be like, ooh, what is this? What is this? But you have to turn it off and just forget about what you're actually doing. Just focus on the shapes and the lines that you see. So I'll show you 1 section at a time. We're going to draw it. Then we'll go to our 2nd section and you draw it. 3rd section, you draw it. And the 4th section, and then you draw. Just like this. So remember, when you're doing this, just please don't try to identify what you're doing and focus on the fact that we're only drawing shapes and lines that are different sizes and lengths. It's going to be a contour drawing, so only like lines. We're not going to be shading anything. And we're going to have 3 minutes for each rectangle section, and that's 4 total. For the first one, I might do a little less time because it's pretty basic. Oh, cool. If you've done this before, then that is great. So What you guys are going to do is you're only going to draw one rectangle at a time, slowly sketch the lines so that you observe and try to like measure with your eyes. So like how much space is on the left side? How much space is on the right side? What does this remind me of? And then you kind of try to draw that shape on your paper. And try to also notice the size relationship and spaces between the lines. Okay, you guys, we're going to start with our first section. So I'm not telling you what we're drawing. So you have to have your paper divided into 4 sections. I'll go back. It's a mystery. So you have to divide your paper into 4 sections like this. And then we're going to start in section 1 together. Okay. All right. So section 1. I'm going to start the timer. You guys are going to copy this in your notebook. And remember, see how this part of the drawing, it doesn't take up the entire space of the rectangle. So I noticed that there's actually, there's 4 shapes. So I'm going to start with the shape on the furthest on the left. And it looks like the shape of the furthest on the left comes up about halfway in that section. So I'm going to make sure when I do that shape, it kind of looks like a microphone. So that microphone kind of shape comes up about halfway in my section. So remember, I'm only drawing in section 1 right now. Okay, so I drew my first microphone looking shape.
Wait, in the first one, what do we gotta draw this?
Yes, in your first section.
Yeah. How many do we have to do?
There's 4 total. We have 4
Okay.
sections on our paper, yes. The next one it kind of looks the same, but it's a little bit further over. So I'm going to start drawing that. Okay, I'm going to show you guys my paper just so you can get an idea of what it should look like so far. So this is my whole paper. You guys can see my camera, right?
Wait, hold on.
This is my whole paper. I have 4 sections and I'm only drawing in number 1 right now.
Okay.
Okay. Got another minute. So now this other shape, it's straight. It's not really on an angle. And it touches the second shape. Okay. And I'm actually going to, you guys notice how the shapes go off the edge a little bit? So like at the bottom of rectangle 1, they kind of hit the edge, the bottom edge. So I'm going to take them through that section, that line into number 2, just a little bit so I can connect them to my lines in section 2. I'll show you guys what I mean. And then that 4th shape on the right kind of looks like a wavy piece of paper or something. So I'm just drawing that. Sorry, that's an aggressive sound. Okay. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna share my paper. This is what I did.
I did bad on this.
That's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. We can adjust it later. We just want a general starting point. Okay. All right, you guys, so now we are going to go onto our next section.
Oh my God, this is terrible.
How is it terrible? You don't even know what you're doing.
God.
So just don't worry about what it looks like and just try to get the shapes and the lines as similar to what you see in the image. Try not to be so hard on yourself. Okay.
Oh, we gotta draw exactly like that.
You want it
Oh
to
my.
be as similar as possible. Don't worry. Okay, so now we're gonna go to our next part of the image. So you guys see how I actually grayed out section 1, so you can see how the next section connects. So this one's gonna take a little bit longer. Just remember, I like to start in the left top corner and then kind of work my way across. So we're breaking this down into shapes and lines. Don't worry about what we are drawing, just try to focus on the actual shapes and lines that you see. And I'm gonna keep vocalizing what I'm doing so you guys can kind of go along with me and just break it down into simplified steps. So at the top left of section 2, there's a line that kind of goes to the top corner all the way to this drumstick looking shape. It actually kind of looks like a vase a little bit. Like, you guys know where you put flowers in, a vase or a vase. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna draw that vase shape, okay? And it has like, it's a narrow, skinny, like cylinder shape. And then it has like a little bit of a corner, pops out. And then it scoops in a little bit and it goes all the way down to the bottom of section 2. Okay. And then I'm just gonna keep working my way over. I'm gonna do the other line on that vase-like shape. And I would say I noticed that this shape in section 2 is a lot thicker towards the bottom than it is at the top. So I'm gonna make sure that this shape gets thicker. Okay, and then I notice that I'm gonna show you guys also what I've done so far on the camera. Okay. So we're in section 2 now. So now I'm going to do this, like, it kind of looks like a shark fin. You guys know like what a shark fin shape is?
Yeah.
It's like a rounded, I'm gonna do that shark fin shape. You guys see the shark fin shape there?
Yeah.
So this is the way that when we draw, we want to identify the shapes in relationship to other shapes. So that vase-like shape that I drew is the same width as that shark fin shape. So I'm going to keep those the same size. And then I'm going to come above that shark fin shape and do the next type of like wobbly looking vase shape. And then it comes down and connects to the tip of the shark fin shape. And now I'm going to move over to the next shape. And this shape kind of looks like, also kind of looks like a vase shape, but maybe also an eggplant a little bit. So that eggplant or like gourd-like shape, it pokes out a little bit. There's like these little, you guys see the curves that come out? I'm gonna pause the timer too because I need a little bit more time. See how they kind of point out a little bit and then they curve back in? And then this shape connects with the curve of the shark fin shape. So I want to make sure that that line connects to that shark fin shape. And then it comes down and curves out the same way as the shark fin. And then there's a couple little extra lines in there. I'm going to add those in. Okay. And then we have one more shape. I'm going to show you guys what I have so far. Also, this is the most challenging section with the most stuff.
Wait, don't do it yet. Don't switch it yet.
No, I'm not going to switch yet. We got to do this last fourth section here. So this section, it reminds me of like a, what does that remind you of, that shape? Like a,
I think I know what it is.
something bad. No, it reminds me of like a squid or something. So I'm going to come down and do that little, like on the left side, there's like this C shape on an angle. So I'm doing that C shape And then I'm coming back over that C shape and doing a little straight line. It curves out a little bit. And then it comes back in to be narrower. And then I'm gonna go.
Okay, so like at first, so in my opinion, I think it's gonna be like an upside down horse or something.
Wait, no, don't tell us what it is. No, don't tell us what it is. I don't know. It's just shapes. Okay, so let's finish up. You guys were running out of time, so I want to go a little bit faster here. So let's finish up that edge. Yeah, we will find out when we finish, Kevin. All right, so let's keep going down and curve that shape around. And then there's kind of like these lines that hit the edge of the shape too. Okay. All right, you guys. I rushed this last part a little bit, but I'll show you what I have. There we go. Oh, and I need to add this line in too that goes across. Okay, you guys, I gotta go to the next section because we're running out of time.
Hold up, miss. I'm almost done.
Okay.
It's gonna take me a lot longer to finish because I disconnect this.
Well, that's okay. If it gets messed up, don't worry. All right, and I'm gonna actually, while you guys are doing this, I'm gonna pull my lines down a little bit into section 3. All right, you guys, I gotta go to the next section because we're gonna run out of time. Okay, so this section has a lot more empty space, so it shouldn't take us as long. But see how section 2 I've graded out a little bit so you know where to connect it. So now I'm going to focus on the biggest shape that I see. So there's a really big shape in the middle of this. It's kind of hard to identify what it looks like, so I'm just gonna focus on the lines. So the first line that I see is this long C curve shape that's on the left side. So it starts from that shape I made on the far left in section 2, and it scoops down all the way almost to the bottom of section 3 and up to about halfway through the paper. So I'm going to show you guys on my camera. Where'd it go? You guys see? Okay. And now now I'm going to do these other little lines I see below. There's like a little triangle shape. And then there's just a few more lines, curved, slightly curved lines. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this big C curve line that I just made, go up a little bit to the left, and then it kind of looks like a piece of grass. So it's like a curved line, slightly more curved at the top. Okay. And then I'm going to go to the middle above that line and do this. There's a long, kind of looks like a piece of grass too, that's just kind of curves down a little bit. And now I'm going to the far right on my paper and doing another line that's slightly curved the other way, about halfway down the paper. So then that's when I start seeing this other shape that looks kind of like a tombstone. You guys know, like in a cemetery, how there's like little the little like the plot. Yeah, the isn't it called a tombstone? Gravestone. So I'm going to draw this little gravestone shape. And I noticed that it's a pretty gap from the first curved line, or from that middle curved line that I made. So I'm going to move over quite a bit and then draw that gravestone looking shape. It kind of looks like a gravestone to me, but it could look like something else to you guys too. Sorry about that.
Miss Woods, I have to go to another Zoom call.
Okay, you can. I'm gonna post the lesson. You can finish it.
All right.
Later.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Make sure you finish it upside down though, because I think you guys probably know what it is now.
Yeah, have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.
I have a Zoom meeting too to go to right now.
So you guys, this is what it looks like.
Pretty cool.
Okay, so now we're gonna finish up and go to our last section and connect the lines. So let's set a timer here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so now there's just like a whole bunch of little lines. I don't even know what this looks like on the far left. It looks kind of like, I don't know, a shark maybe? Like a dolphin shark? A combo of a dolphin and a shark. So just a whole bunch of little lines. I made a couple mistakes in this one, but I'm just gonna keep on going. And that's okay. Okay. I'm working my way from the left to the right. And I'm just trying to draw these little curved, like flame kind of shapes as best as I can. And just remember to focus on where the lines are and what kind of line they are. Are they curved? Are they straight? What angle are they going towards? That type of thing. Okay, so now I'm going to do these little flame. A lot of this looks like flames to me. Okay. Okay, you guys. So let's see here. Okay. Take. Oh, we're running out of time. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go to the next slide just because we're running out of time. So if you turn your paper around, you have drawn a horse. that looks something like this. And you guys can hold them up to the cameras. Let's turn them around and take a look and see how we did. So we've got about 30 seconds left, you guys, just really quick. How did your drawings turn out?
I'm about to show you right now. Boop.
Let's see.